So you're Red Dead. You're walking around. Somebody calls you an asshole. You step on their foot. They scream. And you, what button physically? How do you tie somebody up? Like, what's the interface that you use a rope to tie somebody up?
Well, first, Jeff, you'd hold down the LB button to bring up your weapon wheel.
Okay.
Hopefully, you have your lasso equipped already.
Yeah. Hopefully, you loaded that out for when you got off your horse.
Okay.
Or you're on your horse, and you use the control stick to select it. And then now you have your rope equipped, and then you hold down the R trigger, I think, and the L trigger to aim and swing it around. Oh man, you're aiming, and you let it go by letting go the trigger, and then I think you then immediately have to hit the trigger again to hold on to it. Otherwise, when you tie them up, you will immediately let them go, and they will get up and run away. But if you hold the trigger, you hold them tied up, and then you can slowly walk to them and hog tie them with the B button. Or
Thank you very much, Spencer.
Yeah, my first bounty was that Black Widow lady.
That's why it's good to be asexual in that game.
Think
of what she'd pull.
Well, I wasn't tempted to do anything, but what I was
she tries to tempt you.
Well, I know, but I'm not. But I got my lasso out, and I was like, I'm not having any conversation with this person. I successfully lassoed her from my horse, but then getting off my horse, I let go of the rope. She got up and just immediately it was like a nightmare. She came up at this and just started slashing me with a knife. And then I just did what I always do. I ran.
Right.
I spent so much of that game just running off into the wilderness.
So if you
then come back around in a big circle while they slowly forget I ever existed and go back to doing what they were doing.
If you lasso somebody but don't hold down the trigger once they're lassoed, do they get up and run away?
Yeah, it's like you've essentially tripped them.
But now you've also lost your rope.
No, you have infinite rope for some reason.
Yeah,
infinite rope.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Infinite rope indeed.
Yeah, but I that same exact thing happened to me, and then she slashed me 4 times, and I was almost dead, and I ran off 15 feet, and then tied her up. It was great. You really that's the only thing you could do in this game is tie people up. It's amazing.
It sounds terrible.
Yeah, you could also shoot animals.
It's a gorgeous game. I mean, it's really like the combination of the kind of the dedication of some team over there. Because I remember Grand Theft Auto 5 came out. Is that the one where you're Russian?
I think 4.
I remember there was a kind of I think there's people. You can imagine there's probably camps that are like, we need to make this thing look fucking gorgeous and have all these details, and you should be able to have a cell phone and farm potatoes. And that there are times when those teams are the enemy of a good game, because you're just like, just make it a little better than San Andreas, and we would have been so happy. But then I think this game represents that camp getting to have their day in court. They're like, the technology's here, the screens are 4K, the boxes can run it. Like, let it be photorealistic, no cutscenes. They try so hard for there to never be any transition to anything. So you're just like walking through saloon doors, and then you're in the saloon until you leave, and there's never any loading or anything. Well, there is some loading. Don't write letters.